There's a fish here. Fish bones. Oh, looks like a pike maybe. Yeah, there's a creek right here, so something might have grabbed the pike. That's interesting. Back on another adventure. I found a bed here that I want to document because there's a little bit of high ground right here surrounded by swamp. You can see the outline of it right in here. Just got to back up against this wild black cherry that has a burl on it. Not sure what that stuff is, but it's interesting enough to stop and take a video of it. I can get close enough to... Actually, this can go underwater a little bit. Frustrated young buck. That's reaching up a little higher. Large pin oak in the middle of nowhere. I don't see any other ones in this little island. See the cattails in the background? I got a tree over here I want to prep. I'm going to go do that now. Another angle of that larger pin oak. Maybe we have some fresh raisins. Hunted this spot during the last days of firearm season here in Wisconsin last year, and the trail camera is still operating. We got 131 vids on it. This is the tree that I set up on right here. Oh, it's right on this one here. One main trail that cuts through these tag alders come into this spot before it branches out into all of these different trails coming in here. It's amazing how many are here. And I had a trail camera pointed in the direction to this main trail right there, and now I pointed it towards the bed. So it's facing down, overlooking this bed to see what happens. Now I went ahead and pulled a bunch of grasses out and put it over the top of this little patch of canary grass, cattail sticks to hold it all in place. Mute the canary grass from growing for a little while, which would trigger that camera. But for now, we're going to leave it in. It's the second day of May. I picked a couple ticks off, but in another 7 to 10 days I would pick off hundreds getting back in here, because I'm way back in. Washing through this swamp has not been easy. But I really want to come and get this card, check the batteries. I was going to pick the trail camera up and put it somewhere else, but this is just such a good spot, I'm going to leave it. Very nice bed with hair in it. We are back a long way, far from any hunters even during gun season. And I found this spot last year. I designated this white birch here as a tree stand. Another one here to my right. Got a little crook in it. I got a video on it. And I just set up a trail camera, number 14, right here on this willow. And what we're overlooking is there were beds there last year, but it doesn't look like they've been used, so I cleaned them out. You can see some fresh ground. I cleaned out 3 beds right there. Like the last spot where trail camera 2 is, there are a lot of trails coming in through the cattails and the reeds, and the tag alders come right to this spot right here. Going to be interesting to see what kind of vids it records. Walking through the swamp, and I saw some high ground, just a little speck of it. See the water here, and then right here it looks like an old pile of logs that were left behind. And the deer are definitely using it as a bed. You can see the hair. I'm going to clean this bed out so it looks even more inviting. I do have a tree stand prepped just a little ways away, 35-40 yards from last year. Mock scrape that I built in 2024 during the summer. All I did was tie up this little grapevine right here onto a pin oak branch, and the bucks are using it. I just freshened it up a little bit, got the sticks out of it. So now I've set up trail camera number 13 here. kind of an innovative little curl here to it. I had to tie this. This is a piece that broke off and landed there. It's pretty solid, but I tied it up anyway. And I tied up 13 and I wrapped it around double. Both places on the top and then once on the bottom. So if something crawls up there, they can't knock it off. Yeah, let's see what happens. Broke off a piece of grapevine from a dead one that was laying here and tied it up onto this tree because there was a little scrape there, but right now it's underwater. I got a tree set up. It's that white birch tree that's leaning. And I wanted to get a trail camera on here, but I just really couldn't find a setup. But I found one over here. So first of all, there's a beech tree. They like making scrapes under beech trees, so I cleaned it all out. There were some sticks here in the way. You can see I roughed up the ground, bent down a couple of the branches. So now they have 2 scrapes on this little island. And then I set up this trail cam right there. Number 15. I always like leaning stuff up here, kind of break up the outline of the camera. Alright, that's my last trail camera to set. I checked 1 and set 3. So now I'm off to the races, back to the truck. I wish I had my canoe. I could canoe out of here. I got my right foot is wet, but my left foot is still dry, so I don't know if I got a penchant for sticking my right foot out first. But, oh well, that's where I'm out. Fresh deer tracks. They weren't here when I came through. I'm heading back to the truck now. Here's one that's a little deeper. A little wider toes. Maybe that's something. That was a lot of work. Not only did I walk 4 miles, I walked through the swamp. I think I know why my boot is taking on water. I got a big cut right there, probably from a branch grabbing at it. Another one on the side. Time for some new boots. I guess that's one thing that's going to happen. You walk around in the woods a lot. You're going to have to keep buying new boots.